Hi and welcome back to the channel. My name is Drew and this is the Just a Guy Linux YouTube channel. So we put out a video today at 8 a.m. and it was a video on using a shell script to install BSPWM. It was on my GitHub page and I have made some changes since then. So what I recommend doing is if you actually followed along in the last 8 hours, or it would be 8 hours? Yeah, well, 9 hours. If you followed along in the last 9 hours and downloaded if you git cloned that repository, I would recommend deleting it. So that's what we're going to do first, and then starting over again. Now, it has no effect on the installation at all. Okay, none. But some of the .configs will have changed. Okay, let me show you what I mean. I'm going to hit super space to open D menu. And I'm going to PCManFM. Okay. And if you had done that, you would see that the Debian installers is in your home user directory. Okay. And what I'm talking about is actually this .config has changed dramatically. Now this bspwm.sh, which is the shell script, that only changed slightly. And the only thing was I included scrot as an installation package. Okay, so today is September 2nd, 2022. And if you downloaded this directory, if you git clone this directory before 5 p.m. on September 2nd, 2022, I would recommend deleting it. So afterward, no problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and delete this install, and I'm going to hit super enter to open a new terminal. Well, let's go ahead and actually put this in the downloads directory. So I'm going to hit cd downloads and say git clone https and then github.com/drewgriff/debian-installers. Okay, let's go ahead and super W to close that window. Now, I want to actually, to make things a lot easier, I'm going to go into this PCManFM and change some stuff. So layout, I want to take the trash can off. I want to add devices and network. Okay, and I want to add this to bookmarks, which is the .config directory. Let's add documents. I don't know that we'll need it, but let's go ahead and do it anyway. Add to bookmarks. Add to bookmarks the downloads. Add to bookmarks pictures and videos. Okay, if you know, this is up to you. Oh, and by the way, let's do this as well. So let me go ahead and add this to bookmarks too. This is the new Debian installers directory. Okay. Now, I think the easiest thing would be to change the sxhkd.rc file so that I'm used to the key bindings. Okay, so for example, let's go in and look at the current sxhkd.rc. Okay, and you can see that it has a lot of good, you know, it works fine. Now it's not for me because I need to have certain things. Although I can use this, my preference is to have a hotkey for Firefox, to have a hotkey for my file manager, which is PCManFM. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close this, and I'm going to rename the current sxhkd.rc file to .bak. So just we're going to back it up. And then I'm going to go over to this Debian installers and go to the sxhkd.rc, and let's copy this and we'll move it into the current config, okay? And let's open that with Genie, okay? So Super W is not close the window anymore. Super W is web or Firefox, okay? Super return is still Kitty, and super space is Rofi instead of D menu, okay? And super F is PC Man FM, super E, which is Genie, which is what we're currently looking at, and that's E for editor. Okay, so let me go ahead and hit super. Oh, actually, what I need to do is hit super escapes to make sure that it's actually reloading the SXHKD. So daemon. So I'm going to hit super escape. Okay, and now when I hit super space, it's not going to be D menu. It's going to be Rofi. Okay. All right. I'm going to hit escape there. And I am going to change Rofi so that it's a little bit more to my liking. So I'm going to go into the Debian installers again and go into the .config and take my Rofi configuration and copy it. Now let's go ahead and copy it into the user config directory and hit paste. Okay. Now that you should be right away. So if I hit super space now, you've got Rofi popping up like that. And it looks really nice. Okay, so let us do a couple more things. I'm going to go ahead and close this. And while I have this, let me go ahead and open this in a new window. And let's go ahead into the user so that we can see, like, all this stuff is the stuff that was on the in the GitHub, and all of this is what's currently being used by the system. Okay, so what I'd like to do is copy this. Let me go for Kitty first because I know it's going to overwrite. Okay, and notice Dunst is not there, so we're going to, and backgrounds it's not there, and PyCom is not there. So I'm going to go ahead and actually NeoFetch is not there. So I'm going to go ahead and all four of those folders. I'm going to hit Control C to copy, and I'm going to come over here and paste. Okay. So we've just added a bunch of stuff, including backgrounds and Kitty configuration, Dunst configuration, PyCom configuration. So I think we're good for now. And we won't use everything right this second, but at least we have a good jumping off point. So make sure we do all of those things prior. Let us let's go ahead with Kitty. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to close this window. Actually, I'm going to close both windows. So Super Shift C. Super Shift C is closed. Super Shift C is closed. All right. Now I'm going to hit Super Enter, which will start Kitty. And look, it's a little different now because it has changed. It has changed the size of the font, and I'm also going to hit Super W, and it's using Cascadia, by the way. Super W is Firefox. Okay. Now, what I want to do. Oh wait, did I do that? No, I didn't. This is not Cascadia. And the reason why is because, let me show you. Let me show you real quick. So I'm going to go into CD downloads and into that Debian installers directory. Okay. And I want to ls. So the BSPWM.sh file, so micro BSPWM.sh. And when I installed these fonts, okay, in the script, I wanted this Cascadia -code right here, but it didn't install. And the reason why is because it is not part of the testing repositories, packages. look right here under Cascadia Cascadia code. If you were in Bullseye, it would download. If you're in SID, which is unstable, it would download. Okay, which is strange, but it wouldn't have a testing. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and click on that, and we're in SID, so this is the most current one, and I'm going to click on all, and I'm going to take this first one, and notice that it popped up an alert, but I want to allow download anyway. Okay, and I want to hit Control Q over here to quit, and I'm going to go CD ... and now ls, and there's that fonts Cascadia code. So let's try and install that just using command line. So sudo apt install /fonts, and there it is, and let's hit OK, and we're going to have to authenticate, and there it goes. Okay, so we're good with that. So I'm curious, if I exit and I open up, it's going to be the Cascadia fonts now. Now, what I want to do also, I'm going to go ahead and close this, and we're going to use Tyler's. Tyler is Zany OG, and we're going to use his bashrc script because it's so simple. Like if I was here in my user directory and I said micro.bashrc, you can see how much junk is in there. All right. So what I want to do is just go ahead and Control Q, and let's move this .bashrc directory to file rather to .bashrc.dak. Let's just move it out of the way, and let's say micro, and I'm going to go up arrow twice. Now when I hit micro.bashrc, it should be a blank file, and there it is. So what I want to do is I just want to copy this. All right, sorry Tyler, and then put it in here. Ooh, what happened? Control. Can I control? Ooh, let me quit that. Quit. Oh no, let me quit this. No, and let's do this again. Sorry. Cancel. And okay. Now I'm just going to hit Control Shift V. There it goes. Control Shift V worked perfectly. Now I want to hit Control S to save and Control Q to quit. Okay. While we're messing with this bashrc, all right, if you've seen any videos, I did one, I incorporated it into one video, but I've seen Matt from LinuxCast do a video on Nala. I've seen DT do a video on Nala, and I've seen Chris Titus do a video on Nala. So what I'd like to do is sudo apt install Nala, which is kind of a really cool, not a replacement, but basically an overlay for APT or apt. And so let's go ahead and install it. And it's installed. So we're going to use Chris Titus's method for basically replacing APT. So regardless of what if I type APT, it's going to use Nala, which I think is really cool. And I'm definitely going to link this in the description below. So what I want to do is I'm going to copy this, and let's go back to micro.bashrc, and I'm going to go ahead and put it right here and hit Control Shift V so that it adds this list of commands. Okay. This part of the script, and I'm going to hit Control S and Control Q. Now it has to be also in this root.bashrc. So we're going to say sudo micro and then /root and then .bashrc. Now it's just a bunch of uncommented things, But what we're going to do is we're just going to add to the bottom and hit Control-Shift-V. And Control-S and Control-Q. And we're good. So let's exit. And we're going to hit Super Enter. And look at how the prompt has changed. And if I say sudo apt update, now it should use Nala to do the update. And it does. Pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. Okay. So thank you, Chris Titus. Thank you, Zany. And we are good. Okay. Let us... what was I going to do? Did I use the kitty config? Yes, I did. I installed Nala. Let's do one more thing, actually. You know what I want to do for sure is Control F is the file manager, but let's get some color in here. Let's actually do away with whatever this is, and let me Super W to open Firefox. And what I want to do is go to, what's that guy's name? Vince, it's like Louis, something like that, and then Graphite. No. Yeah, this guy. All right. And repositories. And I want Graphite GTK theme. Perfect. All right. Now, what I want to do is get the code here. We're going to go to CD into downloads. And I want to git clone, Control-Shift-V, this. All right. And I want to let's go ahead and install this while we're at it, or while we're right here. Okay. So the way I look at it, it's CD into Graphite, and now I want to /install, and then -t all. I think that's right. -t all. So I need to install yes. While that's downloading, I want to go back and I want circle icon theme. Let's try that. Let's try this. Okay. So let's copy this, and we're going to go back one space. Actually, you know what? There was something cool here that if I remember correctly, and it was Graphite, right? Sorry, this is how I would do things sometimes in other Grub 2. Huh. Let's try this, all right? Let's go into CD, well, actually, let's LS. Oh, okay, so this is good. This is good. This is good that there's an error, because I want to show you something real quick. All right, let's go CD. Oh, CD one more time. And then I want to micro and bashrc, because that was an error that didn't need to be there. This alias for LSD is something that Tyler uses that I don't. So EXA is what I do. I install EXA as part of the shell script that I wrote, and then I say -al and --long and --group directories first. Okay, that's an easy fix. Control S, Control Q, and let's go ahead and just type bash. So now when I type ls, there you can see a list of the directories first, and it's color coded. So it looks, and it also shows you permissions. So cool. Let's go back into downloads, and let's go to Graphite and ls again, which is, we just were there a second ago. CD into other, and CD into grub 2. And it's showing sudo /install. So let's do that. Sudo install.sh. Okay. All right, let's do this because I want to add one. Let's go to CD and we're going to go in the downloads directory, and like I said, I want Tela as my icon, and let's do circle. So I'll make sure that I copied this correctly. Git clone and Control-Shift-B, and there's the Tela icons. So let's go into Tela icon, and we're going to say all. Okay, so /install-a. All right, so we're pretty far along actually. And I'm going to go ahead and close this. And I'm going to say super space while this is still working. And I'm going to say customize look and feel. So that's this. Actually, I can't do that until it's completed, right? All right, well, it has now. So LX appearance is what we're going to. It's currently using Raleigh, okay? So I want to use Graphite Pink Dark. And it doesn't look like light. It looks light here, but let's go ahead and apply that. And notice also that it gives you a font that you can change right here. So we're going to do that in a minute, I think, too. And let's use the Tela Pink Circle Pink Dark and hit apply. Let's go back over to widget. I want to change this to Ubuntu Nerd Font Regular, and let's go with 12. Okay. 13? No, let's go 12. And hit apply. Close. So when I open up Super F, this is, let's go ahead and let's do a reboot, because we were going to do that anyway to see if that grub installer worked. This is how I do stuff, and how you can learn how to do stuff too. So if I mess up something, I apologize, but that's how I learn. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. So that changed the grub look. And we're gonna do some more stuff here. Let's do this and hit super enter. Oh, sorry, super F is what I should have done. Well, that's not right, is it? Let's go back. Super space, customize look and feel. It's weird that it's not really changing anything. I wonder if PyCom is an issue. Maybe we should try that. Let's do that. Okay. All right. So what we need to do then is sorry, I had to let the dog out in a second. What we need to do is let me go in. Actually, let's go into this. This is kind of blinding. Hopefully, I don't have to do this very long, but I'm going to go to this BSPWM RC file, and we're going to rename this to BAK. Okay. We also want to make sure that PyCom is here, so it is, and we're going to go into the Debian installer. And we're going to take this BSPM RC file. This is the one that I wrote. It only has a few things in it. Okay, it just has Dunst, PyCom. It changed some of the colors here, and it changed the background. So let's see what we can do here. We're going to quit, and we're going to copy this over. And we're going to put it in the user one. And I think all I have to do is hit Super Shift R. Okay, and I think that worked actually. Super Shift C. Oh, look at that. There's the new background image. Ooh, look at and it actually, I don't know if you saw, but it's rounding the corners. So the PyCom is working. PyCom is rounding these corners, and Kitty is now transparent. So PyCom is working. Let's Control Shift C to close. Control Shift C to close. Let's go ahead and hit Super Space. Customize look and feel. I'm really unclear as to why this dark is not working. I mean, that's obviously working, and this one's not. All right, let's add a different one. How about that? Let's apply this because it's absolutely blinding. Control F. Well, that looks pretty good. Let's try one more. It looks pretty good though as it is. Control Shift C, Control W. I mean Super W. I said Control Super W. And now let's go back to this guy, and let's Graphite GTK theme. Something's up with that. Let's go with this one. This one's only 2 days old. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, copy this, and let's go to the CD and downloads directory, and we're going to git clone Shift, Control Shift V, and there we go. And what do we need? Do you have to have the colloid icon theme? Let's see. -T. -T and all. So CD into colloid theme, and we're going to /install -T all. Just in case I want a different color at some point, right? Okay, so let's Super Shift C to close, Super Shift C to close, and let's Super Space to open, and customize, and colloid pink dark, and hit apply and close. And now when I hit super F rather, everything looks good. What do you guys think? Is this a good stopping point? We're 30 minutes in, and I think we will stop at this point. Okay. Good work today, I think. It looks pretty good. We've got some work to do still, but overall, not a bad rice, if you will. All right, thanks.